Madam Speaker, the President of the United States.
You've got no chance. No chance at all. You've got no chance. No chance at all. You've got no chance.
So, the SO2 was yesterday. The impeachment vote was today. I'm going to talk about both in this video. I don't have like some snappy fucking intro here.
Madam Speaker!
That's what I got. Anyways, so first things first, let's get the big important stuff out of the way. The president acquitted on both charges. It's almost like I'm a fortune teller. I said, yeah, what they're probably going to do is they'll like kick it around for a while, let both sides do their fucking spiel, and then they'll go, alright, let's vote, and then they'll fucking just throw it away. Holy shit! Look at what happened. Wow! I don't know how the vote went down. Apparently, Mitt Romney, was it? Fucking voted to convict him. What a surprise. And probably a couple of guys voted not to. The fucking Democrats. Whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. The whole thing was bullshit from the beginning. So, we move on. Except we don't. They're just going to try and impeach him because he didn't get impeached. Well, now we want to impeach him because he made the Senate not remove him. So now we want to impeach him again for corrupting the Senate. It's just going to be a never-ending impeachment fucking fishing expedition. Will he get removed on this one? Let's look into it though. And it's going to be the same fucking wash, rinse, repeat. Unless the Democrats lose the House. But again, I'm not entirely sure. In the age of politics that we are in, I don't know if I like the idea of Donald Trump having control of the whole fucking spiel again. However, something in me, like there's a level of trust there. Like, you know, when Rome would go to war, they would elect the Caesar, and he would become the ultimate ruler over Rome. And he made all the decisions, and it was with the belief that when shit was done, he would go, alright, back to the Senate, right? And they'd be in control again. Like, you know, you just declared a war on the conquest of the earth. So they were never fucking at war, or never at war again. Or they were always at fucking war. So, you know, I don't know. There's only so much you can do in 4 years, even with the control of everything. And even then, like, some shit, like, it happened before, but it was all kind of fucking dumb the first couple of years, because nobody really bought into his shit yet. He hadn't done anything. And then after that, he lost control of the House. So now that everybody had kind of bought into the dream, he couldn't really do things anymore. So, you know, I don't know. But, yeah. We'll see how things shake out in the second term. I'm not making predictions. I never make predictions. I'm a time traveler, remember? I'm always speaking to you from the past. When you're watching it, old fucking news for me, I already know what I'm going to say 10 minutes from now. Right? You have no fucking clue. So, I'm a time traveler. I just know shit. I always come from the future, where I know everything, to the past, like way past, so that I can make the video, and then I upload it, and you watch it and you're present. Fucking whatever. Alright, so the SOTU yesterday. Oh, my first thoughts were obviously the meme that I made. That was the first thing I thought. I started watching it, and I fucking, dude, Madam Speaker! And I just fucking, seeing Donald Trump walk in to the applause and shake everybody's fucking hand, I was just kind of like, I don't know. And just the moment caught me up, and I just thought of wrestling. So, what do you want from me? That was the first thing that occurred to me. The second thing was that the president, there was a different air about him. It was one of those, everybody thinks I'm gonna fuck this up, but I am about to ace this shit. Like, he just had that confidence of, everybody is underestimating me on this one. And I really think that he showed that. He didn't fucking say anything about the impeachment, not even once. We are in an election year. So, of course, he talked about all of the amazing things that have happened since he's become president. And, of course, he made the comparison between how awesome things are now compared to every other point in history. But stressing very much the last administration. So, all that shit was kind of expected to me. There was only a couple of times when he did it, and it was like he was speculating. You know, if we continued the previous administration's blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, you can't really say that and not look like a prick, because now you're just making speculations. You leave the time traveling to me. You're the fucking president. You run the free world. I'll deal with the time traveling shit, okay? You can't make speculations like that. First of all, I've been from that history and that future, and it doesn't happen. So, but you never fucking know, do you? So, I hate when fucking, I always hate when he does the speculative shit. If things would have continued, it would have been like this. You don't fucking know that. So, right? Everybody's dead certain you're going to be taking away all sorts of rights. If we're going to go with speculation, why is one better than the other? It's silly fucking practice. I wish he'd stop doing it. But he only did it a couple of times, which made me very fucking happy. Everybody's saying that this was very, very partisan and that he was only appealing to his base. I think those people don't understand middle America. End of sentence. Like, they don't understand, like, your normal, everyday, average Joe fucking at all. Because he was almost exclusively talking to the normal, everyday, average Joe. Like, you can dress it up however you want to, and yeah, you can argue it. Of course he was talking to his base. Of course. Yes, he was talking to the people that voted for him. He was saying, you voted for me. Here's what I've done for you. Here's what I want to do for you. You're the people that voted with me. But let's be honest. They voted for him last time. Most likely, gonna vote for him again. So he was kind of stressing to the everyman that, yeah, I know that you're, living in the delusion that everybody has made up about me, but here's some shit that's going on. Think of it what you will. Like, there was a lot of that too. He was throwing shit out there. Yeah, of course, all of the shit that he was talking about was things that he accomplished. And yeah, of course, all the things that he accomplished were all the things that his base wanted. But there was a lot of other shit in there too. Like, there was a whole lot of pandering for the black vote. You know? Like, I'll throw it out there. He had a Tuskegee fucking airman. But don't get me wrong. Much respect to that guy. Thank you for your service. Fucking 100 years old. He said he was 100 years old, and I'm like, what? Fucking, what? And then they showed it, and I'm like, yeah, he's got bad teeth, but shit, he was pretty fucking good for 100. Like, he got up out of that chair 3-4 fucking times. I'm like, God damn. All right. Like, good for him. You know, it was cool to see that. You know, but like, we want to pass legislation so that victims of criminals that are released in sanctuary cities can sue the sanctuary city or state. I was like, he's the president, and he just proposed legislation that will allow the citizens to sue the government. Him. Like, he wants to make it so that you can sue him if states do fucked up shit on his watch. I was kind of like, wow, that's wow. And honestly, if in California they pick up an illegal immigrant who's whatever, committed a crime or whatever, or committed the crime of coming into the country illegally, if they grab them and then just release them and go, this is sanctuary, you're home, right? And then that guy, they don't even like find out who the fuck he is, see if he has a criminal record, or God forbid, find out who he is and that he has a criminal record, and then just welcome to California, and set him out into the fucking populace, this predator amongst the fucking sheep, and he winds up going on a stabbing spree, killing a bunch of people. Well, you can't sue him. He's an illegal. He shouldn't be here in the first place. Not only that, he ain't fucking got nothing because he walked across the border. What are you going to take from him? His knives? They're already confiscated. So, yeah, fucking sue the state that said we're going to let you go into our populace, criminal. Have fun. They'll never see you coming. So yeah, I thought that was fantastic. It even sounds reasonable to me. It sounds ridiculous that the president's like, yeah, I'm proposing a way for you to sue the government. Like, okay, but fuck yeah, sounds reasonable. So, there was a lot of good in there, and it was very spread out. And they're going to say, well, that panders to the base. Well, yeah, until your loved one comes under the knife. And then all of a sudden, you're going to be going, man, really wish I could sue somebody over this. Nancy? You know? I like it. I think it's great. Further drive those fucking... Dude, if you haven't noticed yet, one thing that President Trump likes to do with wayward nations that have decided to buck the trend of living in polite society and would like to oppress and torture and destroy their people, what he likes to do to these countries is he crushes them economically. He grinds the government into a position where they just have to point at America and go, they're just not letting us have anything. And the people are going to go, well, how do you get them to stop doing that? Because they weren't doing that until now, and now they're doing that, so get them to stop. And the government's going to go, they won't let us make them, we'll attack them. And maybe if we attack them, they'll stop. Didn't work. What do we do now? Soon the people are going to start wanting to kill the people that the bad man across the ocean is mad at. Because they understand to some like visceral, like primordial soup, lizard brain, whatever you want to call it thing, they sit there and go, I didn't do anything to this man. And these guys are commanding other people to go and kill his people. I'm thinking he's mad at them. Maybe I should be mad at them too. Because maybe if I was mad at them too, they'd stop pissing him off. And he'd stop fucking with us. Like that, I don't know. I think there's rational people no matter what your language is. Right? So, that's what he likes to do. So, essentially, he wants to impose sanctions on a neighboring hostile country that wants to feed criminals into his society to prey upon his people. They're importing terrorism across the border between California and the United States in the form of illegal criminals that they just don't fucking care about and just let go because it's sanctuary. And then they just go where the fuck they want because it's a free country. And even though I'm kind of making the comparison of California as a hostile nation on our soil, they're not. So he can't really sanction the United States, but he can open the gateway for California to start losing a whole lot of fucking money. Like one thing that would interest me to know in that bill, Mr. President, at what point does the statute of limitations, are you going to say that anybody up to this point that can prove that it was because of the negligence of the system of the, sanctuary state that led to this person's death? Are you going to say that anybody? Or is it just going to be like, now it's signed into law. From here on out, it's law. Don't fuck up. Because there's a whole lot of people that are really pissed off going, son of a bitch. Technically, I can sue you. But in reality, I can't so much. So I want to know if California is all of a sudden going to get a few dozen lawsuits for millions of dollars. And of course, like children, they're going to blame the president for that. Because the president's a big old meanie. We just want to let the criminals go because they're poor, innocent, undocumented citizens. So, yeah, there are a lot of interesting shit going on. Let me think. Was there anything else interesting? Obviously, there was one more thing, at least, that was interesting. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that struck me. I loved the soldier that surprised his wife. That was adorable. It was so nice. But honestly, when you think of it, I honestly wonder what Hillary Clinton would have done. Who Hillary Clinton would have brought in. This person was treated badly by an American because he's black. And ever since I passed the Fuck Americans bill, better not talk shit about people online. He took everything that motherfucker had. Now here he is. I don't know. It scares me to think, but whatever. Fuck, man. Shit. So, And then Nancy ripped it up. Now, I mean, to be honest, it looked like a good rigid cardstock. And I admit, it's the President's State of the Union address. They're giving it officially to this Madam Speaker!
Madam Speaker!
So, she's getting like a nice government official, you know, if there's anything the government does do right, it's fucking paperwork. Well, the printing of paperwork when it's supposed to be nice and, you know, pomp and ceremony. That's what the government does really good. So, it was nice, good cardstock, so I will give her that. But she had to rip it up in 3 different fucking piles. Because she didn't have the strength, probably, to rip the whole fucking... Like, she didn't have the strength to rip all 3 pieces of paper at once. I think it was 2 each time, or 2 or 3 each time. She didn't have the strength to rip all 9 fucking sheets of paper, or whatever it was, all at once. So she ripped it up. Or, she wanted to really make a spectacle of it, but didn't want to, like, rip it once and then throw it in the air or something, like, not that big of a spectacle. So she, you know, wanted to make sure that everybody saw I'm ripping it the fuck up, you know, because, And I thought it was childish. I did not take it the way that Kellyanne Conway wanted me to take it this morning on Fox and Friends. Or whatever the fuck it was that she was saying. It might have been at my break. I don't know. It might not have been on Fox and Friends. Don't crucify me if I get the details wrong. I'm not wrong on everything else because I didn't know that it was on whatever instead of Fox and Friends. Whatever the fuck. Kellyanne Conway's like, she's ripping up that poor baby girl that was born premature, and she was ripping up the soldier that came home. She was ripping up the Tuskegee Airmen. Yeah, I didn't really see it that way, Kellyanne. Like, I thought it was childish. Oh, it was childish. I thought it was... we're losing on such a monumental scale today. The fucking Iowa caucus went off exactly as expected, which is angering if you're a Democrat. It's fucking hysterical if you're a Republican. It's angering if you're a Democrat. If you're like me and you're kind of in the middle and you don't give a fuck really one way or another because you don't bother to vote because it gives a shit, I can laugh about anything. Whatever. I thought it was fucking childish, man. The Democrats thought it was a powerful, bold statement. The Republicans thought, apparently Kellyanne Conway thinks that fucking she's ripping up individually these people and their fucking memory and whatever. And I thought it was childish. Because I knew it was gonna go to the polar extremes like that. It was good. I fucking knew it was gonna be that shit. And I'm like, it's the tweet of the picture with her pointing in his fucking face and saying, I'm not throwing a hissy fit and running out. I'm standing up to him because I'm powerful. I didn't throw a hissy fit and tear up the fucking speech because I didn't like it, because it cut too close and hit too close to home and made me want to cry on national TV. No. I was making a bold, powerful statement. So were you? Yeah. I thought it was childish. And like, honestly, it's a shame it's gonna get so much attention. It's just a shame it's a shame it's gonna get so much attention because it's childish. And when a child does something childish, honestly, the best thing to do is just to look at him and go, and then just ignore him for a good 10 minutes. Honestly, that's about the punishment you give for something like that. Alright, look. I'm just gonna pretend you exist. You just don't exist for fucking just give me 5 minutes to just not have to deal with you. That's about what she's worth right now.
Madam Speaker!
I forgot to add context.
Alright. I know what her punishment should be. This is literally what I honestly think should happen. There should be, we need to have it now more than ever. There should be a branch of the law enforcement for the politicians. Like, so this is for the fucking all the branches. President, military, fucking Supreme Court, Senate, House, everybody is liable to come underneath this if it fucking happens, right? There should be like a parenting board or something like that. And because it was Nancy, and what she did was very fucking childish, right? She deserves to be punished. I will say this. But she doesn't deserve any actual punishment. Like, she just kind of deserves fucking ridicule, right? But she deserves it on a nationwide scale. Because this should be damaging. It was so fucking childish, it should just be damaging. And everybody should just have seen it that way because it was fucking childish. Here's what they should do. The Senate should vote to send her to timeout. And if the Senate votes to send the Speaker to timeout, then at some point, they're going to go into her office. They're going to set up, and this is going to be a pop-in visit. This is a surprise. We're going to hit you with it whenever we want to. Bitch, we work on our own fucking time. We don't work on your schedule. It's 10 minutes. There's nothing you can't clear off your schedule for 10 fucking minutes. Go into her office, set up a webcam, because I want to be able to make fun of this on YouTube. This is my law, so this is my bill. Set up a webcam to record her, and then the official parental punisher says, "All right, Nancy, get in the corner." And then Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House of the United States of America, has to get up and go and stand in the corner for 10 minutes. And the 10 minutes, the official timekeeper, when it goes off, it should have a really fucking annoying alarm sound. I was thinking, "You're a bad girl! You're a bad girl! You're a bad girl!"
Madam Speaker,